I gotta say, I have seen several supernatural horror films with some twists in it, but I really got to experience something really shocking in The Black Phone, which recently was a hit in theaters this past summer and is now available for streaming. But is this recent supernatural horror flick as good as the critics say? Or is it just one film that should have been disconnected? Find out right now in this spoiler-free review. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Noel, better known to as the Big D, and this time around, I bring to you a spoiler-free review of the recent coming-of-age supernatural horror flick from this past summer, The Black Phone, released by Universal along with Blumhouse, directed by Scott Derrickson, who I think you may know that name, who recently directed Doctor Strange. He also directed the remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still, as well as The Exorcism of Emily Rose and Sinister. Rim was co-written by him and C. Robert Cargill. This is an adaptation of the 2004 short story of the same name by Joe Hill. Film stars Mason Thames along with Madeleine McGraw, Jeremy Davies, James Ransom, and Ethan Hawke as the mysterious villain of this film known as the Grabber. The film's about an abducted teenager who uses a mysterious telephone to communicate with the previous victims of his deranged captor, that is, the Grabber. Yes, now, the film takes place in 1978, and the Grabber is a masked serial child abductor, prowling the streets of a Denver suburb. And the main character of this is Finney Blake. He lives with his sister Gwen and their abusive alcoholic father. Finney's bullied and harassed and what have you. He does have a friendship with a classmate, Finn's off bullies, but soon Finney finds out one of his friends was taken by the Grabber, and then Gwen has psychic dreams of the kidnapping of this boy named Bruce. But that's all I'm really going to tell you. But soon Finney is encountered by the Grabber and is now a kind of a prisoner in a soundproofed basement. And on the wall is in there is a disconnected black rotary phone that the Grabber says doesn't work. But Finney hears it and answers it, and he soon hears ghosts of the Grabber's victims. But that's all I'm going to tell you and what have you. I'm not giving you no more details because this is a spoiler-free review. So anyway, from what I've seen of The Black Phone, I'm going to say it's pretty good. I mean, well, don't hate me, but this film kind of surpasses X and Scream 2022 as my favorite horror film of this year so far now. That could change though when Halloween Ends comes around later in the month. But hey, let's not jump to any conclusions or possibilities yet. But hey, it can happen. You know what I'm saying, folks? Anyway, now the film did well. It went on to make 161 million worldwide and received positive reviews from critics for its performances and faithfulness to the source material. I may not have read this short story, but I'm going to say it has a good feel to it. I like the atmosphere of the film being taking place in 1978 and hearing some pretty good classic tunes like the Edgar Winter Group's Free Ride, which you hear in the beginning of the film. And later on, you hear Fox on the Run by Sweet, which that's one of my favorite jams by that band. That's really cool. Anyway, now for our cast and what have you, Mason Thames plays Finney, who I'm gonna give him credit. He's good. Madeleine McGraw plays Gwen. She's really good. Jeremy Davies plays Terrence. That's Finn and Gwen's father. I I think I've seen this guy before. Yeah, he's been seeing some things. Hold on a sec. Yeah, I think I've seen him in some movies or TV shows or something like that. Yeah, but anywho, he was pretty good. But I will tell you that. Oh yeah, and James Ransom as the Grabber's brother Max. He's pretty eccentric, but I gotta say, whoa. But but as for the Grabber himself, played by Ethan Hawke, I've gotta say this is probably one of the most incredible performances I've seen Hawke give to this day. I might not have seen a lot of his films. I've seen a few of his films, but anyway, this is probably the best performance I've seen of Hawks to this day. Anyway, that's pretty cool too. The score from Mark Corvin's pretty good too. Anyway, I've got. I will tell you that the Black Phone is not bad. I think it was really good. It didn't really quite scare me though. It almost did at times. With some, I was like, "Whoa, that yeah." That's all I do. When it tries to scare me, but hey, something like that didn't scare me at all. It's only a movie. I can get through some of these flicks anytime. But The Black Phone is definitely a very good supernatural horror flick. I definitely would recommend this film if you haven't seen it. So anyway, I will say that I think the story is really good. The performances from the cast is real good. The atmosphere's good. The music's good. I just thought it was pretty awesome. It did have a little bit of strangeness and what have you. That's just kind of a bit of a well, I won't say. I don't really have. I can't really explain my downsides though, but I still think this film's worth a look into. So anyway, for my score for this, I'm gonna give The Black Phone 4.5 stars. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 9. So anyway, yeah, The Black Phone's pretty good. Now, there have been talks about a sequel. Derrickson said that while he was protective of his story, he had pitched him a wonderful idea for a sequel that he was open to directing if the first film was a success, and it was. Well, this past August, the two confirmed that there were discussions with Universal to make a sequel. So, we'll see what happens. Anyway, what are your thoughts on The Black Phone? Please tell me in the comment section below. If you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Join me next time when I bring to you my review of Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Yeah, Rob Zombie takes on the Spooktacular Clan themselves, but in a prequel way. So thanks for watching. If you like this, consider checking out my reviews for a couple of previous films that Blumhouse worked on. The upper left-hand corner is my review for Freaky from 2020. The upper right-hand corner is the review for Halloween Kills. Both are spoiler-free. Or if you would like something different, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the spoiler-free review I did for The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, also from last year. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.